The headlines at this hour on VTV News. Party chief presides over Central Military Commission Public Security Party Committee conferences. Ho Chi Minh City poised to emerge as Southeast Asia's international megacity. Crisis threatened to topple Thai government.
Broadcasting from Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam. VTV News starts right now.
Good morning. It is now 8 a.m. local time in Hanoi and you're watching VTV News. I'm Tam Chang with the top stories. Party General Secretary To Lam on Thursday chaired conference for the Central Military Commission and the Central Public Security Party Committee. State President Lương Cương and Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính also participated in the conference.
In his remarks, the party chief hailed the Central Military Commission Standing Board for directing and carefully preparing the submission to the Commission. He attributed the achievements to the continuous, direct, and comprehensive leadership of the Politburo and the Secretariat of the Party's Central Committee and the close and effective coordination of relevant ministries, sectors and localities. At the conference, the party chief also outlined 3 key priorities to be carried out with utmost responsibility and effectiveness.
First, the military should focus on the thorough preparation and organization of the 12th Military Party Congress. At the same time, they should contribute at the highest level of responsibility and quality to activities in service of the 14th National Party Congress. Second, the military should strengthen leadership and direction in restructuring the local military organization system to align with the two-tier local administration system, ensuring consistency and efficiency in operations. Third, the military should enhance the capacity for forecasting, research, and situational analysis, safeguarding national interests at the highest level and firmly protecting the independence, sovereignty, unity, and territorial integrity of the fatherland.
Also, in the afternoon, the party chief attended and delivered key directives at the Central Public Security Party Committee conference. He emphasized the importance of thorough preparation for the successful organization of the 8th Central Public Security Party Congress. The party chief urged that the Congress documents must truly serve as a torch lighting the path forward, guiding the mission of safeguarding national security and public order and shaping a people's public security force that is fully capable of meeting future demands.
In a recent meeting in Hanoi, the Standing Committee of the National Assembly of Vietnam basically agreed to revise some parts of the draft resolution on the International Financial Center in Vietnam. National Assembly Chairman Trần Thanh Mẫn emphasized that the resolution only regulates general issues. The government needs to issue specific instructions. He also proposed to decentralize Ho Chi Minh City and Da Nang City by revising the legislation related to the function, tasks, and authorities of the localities, promoting the spirit of being willing to think, to do, to take responsibility. Special attention should be paid to the construction and operation process to ensure security and safety of the financial market. Deputy Prime Minister Trần Hồng Hà is currently on a working visit to China, attending the 9th China South Asia Expo and the 29th Kunming Import and Export Fair. At both events, Deputy Prime Minister Trần Hồng Hà suggested that both countries work together to remove barriers and expand market access opportunities for each other's good. He emphasized that Vietnam will continue to work with China and other countries in the region to promote trade and investment and boost transport infrastructure connectivity. Deputy Prime Minister Trần Hồng Hà also met with the Vice Chair of the Standing Committee of the National People's Congress of China, Wang Dongming, and the Governor of Yunnan, Wang Yubo, to discuss cooperation prospects between the two countries. On Thursday morning, Iran launched a large-scale missile attack, causing heavy damage at several locations in Israel. According to Israeli media, the large-scale assault involved around 30 missiles and struck at least 4 sites in central and southern Israel. One missile hit Soroka Hospital in the southern city of Beersheba. Iranian missile also caused damage in other parts of Israel, including the tall building in Ramat Gan and apartment structures in Holon, both cities near Tel Aviv. Preliminary reports suggested multiple injuries, and the targeted areas reportedly suffered significant damage. Effective global investment fell for a third consecutive year in 2024. These fears this year could be even worse as trade tensions rock investor confidence. The United Nations Agency for Trade and Development said in a new report published on Thursday. More to follow.
According to the United Nations Agency for Trade and Development, foreign direct investment transactions that do not include several European conduit economies declined by 11%, indicating a significant reduction in actual productive investment activity.
What has a real impact on jobs and infrastructure and projects is going down. And this is the second year in a row that we see the same tendency.
Geopolitical tensions and trade fragmentation contributed to lower investment last year as it created uncertainty, which described as a poison for investor confidence.
If that is the picture of 2024, we are even more worried about the picture in 2025, because we know that uncertainty is really poison for investment. And we already feel very clearly that investment is halted.
Early data for the first quarter of 2025 show record low deal and project activity, with short-term risk management was being prioritized over long-term investment. Developed economies suffered a sharp drop in investment, with a 58% decrease in Europe. Though capital inflows in developing countries were broadly stable, the United Nations Agency for Trade and Development observed that capital was not being injected into crucial job-creating sectors such as infrastructure, energy, and technology.
Coming up next, Mekong Delta provinces implement social housing projects. Vietnamese lychees exported to the U.S. by air. With its planned merger with Bình Dương and Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu, Ho Chi Minh City is poised to transform into a Southeast Asian megacity. The expanded urban area will span nearly 6,800 square kilometers and have a population of 14 million people. The newly formed city will contribute approximately 25% of Vietnam's GDP. These are expected to position Ho Chi Minh City as a powerhouse for both domestic and foreign investment.
Foreign direct investment into Vietnam is shifting from opportunistic ventures to strategic commitments. The newly formed mega city is expected to charge these capital flows. It is thanks to improved infrastructure, stronger incentive frameworks, and a more transparent and unified investment environment.
These things are really critical. And the second thing I think is very, very important is that Vietnam produces the quality goods that these companies need. And quality is a really important part of supplying into a global supply chain because it's really competitive.
Investors believe that the new Ho Chi Minh City will offer a springboard for comprehensive growth with integrated industrial parks, high-quality talents, and strategic deep-water ports.
This creates a unique opportunity for Ho Chi Minh City to lead in attracting FDI. It opens doors for large-scale infrastructure projects which are aligned with the city's strategy in both green transformation and digital innovation.
That they talk about prioritizing private sector initiatives is going to gel very well, and it will reach out to all parts of the world.
With reforms ranging from administrative streamlining and private sector promotion to regional connectivity, the new Ho Chi Minh City is set to gain a distinct edge. These unified policies will not only elevate the city's global standing, but also reinforce Vietnam's position in the competitive global arena.
The iconic Reunification Express of Vietnam has been named the #1 experience on Lonely Planet's newly released list of the 24 most incredible train journeys to book in 2025. Published on June 16, the travel guide praises the Reunification Express for its epic 1,726-kilometer journey from Ho Chi Minh City to Hanoi, a route that operates daily and takes approximately 2 days to complete. Described as one of Southeast Asia's most beloved railways, Lonely Planet highlights the train's unique appeal, calling it one of the most atmospheric and unforgettable overnight train experiences in the world. There is no more atmospheric way to arrive in Vietnam's twin metropolises as the train rattles through historic cities and swooshes beside spectacular coastline, notes the website. In 2023, the Prime Minister issues a groundbreaking plan to construct at least 1 million social housing units for low-income earners and industrial park workers between 2021 and 2030. This initiative, together with a range of preferential policies, has helped many residents in the Mekong Delta live their dreams. They now have their own house and started building a more stable life.
Like many young entrepreneurs, this woman had long dreamed of having her own home. That dream came true when the local social housing project was completed. She quickly registered and was approved. She paid a few thousand US$ per month for an apartment.
I think this project is extremely meaningful. It gives young people like me the opportunity to settle down. With policies becoming more accessible, I believe more people will benefit from social housing in the future.
Buying this social housing unit brings so much joy. It truly means settling down to build a career. Having a house gives young people like me the confidence to grow and plan our future.
After just 2 years, the Mekong Delta now has over 10,000 social housing homes. While this is a promising start, it's still modest compared to the demand from tens of millions of residents.
We review local housing needs and actively call for investors to resolve the housing challenges for low-income individuals.
We built 6 blocks, and this year 4 more blocks will be completed, delivering over 1,000 social housing units.
In the Mekong Delta, social housing comes in both low-rise and high-rise, with prices ranging from 30,000 to 16,000 US$. These well-designed affordable houses are helping thousands of low-income residents put down roots, build livelihoods, and look forward to a brighter future.
According to the Ministry of Industry and Trade, the first batch of lychees from Bắc Ninh province has been exported directly to the United States by air. Currently, Vietnamese lychees are not only consumed in Vietnamese communities, but also appear at hundreds of retail points across dozens of U.S. states. In recent times, the Vietnam Trade Office in Houston has actively coordinated with Vietnamese-owned import-export businesses in the U.S. to promote products, connect partners, and promote trade. Lychees from Bắc Ninh are one of the typical agricultural products introduced to the U.S. market via this coordination. Despite rapid growth in numbers and improving quality, OCOP products face a key challenge: how to move beyond mere classification to gain genuine market recognition and consumer trust. The answer lies in digital technology, which offers a sustainable path to enhance these products' value.
No longer dependent on traditional trade fairs or physical markets, OCOP products now benefit from a borderless marketplace online. Many have found their way onto e-commerce platforms such as TikTok Shop, Shopee, Lazada, and on dedicated company websites. Digital management tools are enabling local products to reach wider audiences.
We've built a management information system on the Microsoft 365 platform to oversee our production and business processes. Secondly, we've created a comprehensive digital cafe ecosystem to manage customer relationships.
To help OCOP products stay on trend, reach broader markets, and connect with consumers, digital transformation is key. From integrating technology into production and using QR codes for supply chain transparency to launching products on e-commerce platforms, these tech-driven solutions are proving effective.
We are working with the Departments of Agriculture and Environment and related agencies to assist these businesses. This includes supporting e-commerce development, digitalizing activities related to labeling, quality, and product origin. We also help register trademarks for intellectual property protection and improve product offerings to enhance competitiveness in the market.
Digital transformation is not just about selling. It's a revolution in production thinking and branding, helping to elevate made in Vietnam goods. Alongside digitization, trade promotion efforts are bridging the gap between products and markets. This also offers consumers more quality options, especially as counterfeit goods remain a challenge.
For the first time in Vietnam, an AI-based system combining remote sensing and machine learning is being used to monitor seawater quality in Hạ Long Bay and Cư Lục, Quảng Ninh province. These areas are not only ecological and scenic treasures, but also economic and tourism hubs, making water management a strategic priority. The system is developed through a joint effort by Vietnamese and Polish scientists. It leveraged satellite imagery, machine learning algorithms, and Google Cloud computing to analyze key water quality indicators and provide early pollution warnings. Initial tests show the AI system achieves over 73% accuracy, offering promising potential for wider adoption across Vietnam's coastal regions. At the Paris Air Show on Thursday, a machine called Mona Luna was unveiled. The vehicle will further Europe's efforts to achieve technological independence in lunar mobility, enabling it to get ahead of the curve and achieve its space ambitions.
This is the Mona Luna, a lunar rover concept that could one day help explore that orbiting rock above US. The Mona Luna is designed to survive multiple lunar nights with its electric batteries recharged via solar panels.
So the technology associated to the rover are quite innovative because nobody was interested in massive rover. If we develop a lunar economy one day on the moon, you need mobility. This is why we are, and you see here, just massive rover, not just small rover.
Mona Luna was designed as a larger rover to handle the lunar terrain better and also survive the lunar night. The rover, which features suspension and steering systems that are better able to handle lunar terrain, is designed to travel at up to 20 kilometers per hour.
This rover has the possibility to climb slopes with 27 degrees of slopes. So you have to avoid the rover to be stuck on very loose soil. On the moon you have very loose soil. This is why the mobility is very, very important. And the rover we designed until now, they have not compliant wheel, they have rigid wheels, and these rigid wheels cannot, climb very steep slopes.
Mona Luna's maiden mission will focus on purely scientific applications, but future deployments could be organized to meet demand from the European private sector for a variety of purposes, including carrying payloads to the South Pole, exploiting lunar resources in situ, or even public outreach campaigns.
Coming up next on VTV News. Crisis threatens to topple Thai government. And later on, a brief history of Vietnam in pictures, Vietnamese-Japanese bilingual edition launch. Thai Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra apologized on Thursday for a leaked phone call with former Cambodia leader Hun Sen. The leaked call has provoked widespread anger and put her government on the brink of collapse. Her main coalition partner, the Boom Jai Thai Party, pulled out on Wednesday, and calls are mounting for her to resign or announce an election. The conservative Boom Jai Thai Party said in a statement announcing its withdrawal that the leaked phone call had damaged the sovereignty and well-being of the country and the Thai army. Growing tensions within the coalition erupted into open warfare in the past week as Pheu Thai tried to take the interior minister's job away from Boom Jai Thai leader Anutin Chanvirakul. The loss of Boom Jai Thai leaves Pheu Thai's coalition with just a handful more votes than the 248 needed for a majority. South Korea's military reported on Thursday that North Korea has conducted another missile test just a day after joint air exercises involving South Korea, the United States, and Japan. According to the South Korean military, 10 rockets were launched from the Sunan area near Pyongyang towards the Yellow Sea at around 10 a.m. local time. Currently, South Korean intelligence services, together with American allies, are analyzing the data obtained. Last year, North Korea already tested a new multiple launch rocket system, which, according to them, was equipped with a new guidance system. North Korea continues to carry out frequent tests of domestically developed missiles. U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth announced on Wednesday that the U.S. has set a new standard for defense spending for Asian and other NATO allies. Speaking at the Senate Armed Services Committee on the proposed 2026 defense budget, Hegseth said he expects NATO allies to spend 5% of their GDP on defense and related investments at the upcoming NATO summit, scheduled for June 24 to 25 in the Netherlands. Hegseth also backed President Donald Trump's stance, saying allies and partners must contribute to their own security. According to Trump, the U.S. cannot invest more in protecting allies than what it is already maintaining. The Austrian government has approved a plan allowing police to monitor suspect secure messaging. The change aims to close what security officials have long described as a critical blind spot in national security. According to the Interior Ministry, the goal is to enhance safety and make potential attackers feel less secure operating in Austria. Message surveillance will require approval from a panel of 3 judges and will only apply to a limited number of cases. To ease concerns about mass surveillance and privacy violations, police may monitor messages of only 25 to 30 individuals per year. Any excess must be reported to a parliamentary committee. Once Parliament passes the legislation, the government will begin the bidding process for surveillance technology. The monitoring is expected to begin in 2027. Vietnam, A Brief History in Pictures was first published in 2011 and had sold over 200,000 copies in 4 editions: Vietnamese, Vietnamese English, Korean, and now Vietnamese-Japanese as of June 19th. Vietnamese and Japanese authors created the book in conjunction with Kim Dong Publishing House. It is the first large-format picture book about Vietnamese history for children, making it especially helpful for Vietnamese children living in Japan.
The book brings Vietnam's history to life with epic illustrations and engaging stories. It follows a continuous timeline showcasing important moments from the country's mythological beginnings to modern changes, all presented with a unique and creative approach.
I see my drawing style as if I'm sitting on a boat drifting along the riverbank, watching events unfold along the way. That's the feeling I wanted to capture in this book. The panorama format is a big advantage as one illustration can show 3 or 4 events.
With the aim of inspiring children to explore national history, this book is considered as a valuable resource for Vietnamese children living in Japan.
Spreading Vietnamese culture is challenging. This book is almost a lifeline for us in teaching children, as its visual language and images make it much more accessible for second and third generation Vietnamese children in Japan.
The overseas Vietnamese community is an inseparable part of our nation, a source of strength both from outside and within. We must create conditions for this community to thrive. Traditional culture and history are essential foundations to our children's sustainable development.
The launch of the Vietnamese-Japanese edition of A Brief History of Vietnam in Pictures will help teach traditional Vietnamese history to young people in Japan. It will also make all Vietnamese understand and feel proud of their history.
Marine ecosystems face severe threats from climate change, pollution, and overexploitation. In response, communities across Vietnam have launched initiatives such as coral planting and aquatic species release to restore biodiversity and raise environmental awareness. These efforts are showing visible results in Nha Trang Bay, Khánh Hòa Province, one of the world's 29 most beautiful bays.
Having received instructions and practiced basic techniques, students accompany technicians into the sea, where they meticulously select and plant coral branches to replace dead specimens.
I've just done something meaningful for the environment and gained a personal experience. I feel incredibly happy and excited. I'd love to dive again.
Nearly 500,000 aquatic species were recently released into Đầm Bay, one of the most biodiverse coral reef areas in Nha Trang Bay, to support ecosystem regeneration.
The released fish species, such as parrotfish, Clark's clownfish, saddleback clownfish, and triggerfish, are beneficial to coral reef recovery. These species help control coral predators, contributing to the protection and restoration of the reef ecosystem.
Nha Trang Bay, home to 40% of Vietnam's coral reefs, holds international significance and boasts the country's highest biodiversity. Protecting this vital ecosystem is both urgent and essential.
After the release, we will implement monitoring measures to assess and ensure the successful development of the released aquatic species.
Each planted coral branch and released species demonstrate that when communities unite, marine ecosystems can begin to recover.
And as usual, we'll continue with the weather forecast.